Now, in our Hawks software, I did make another video going over in detail the various tools used for putting the software or your homework and practice and certify into the software. But I wanted to go over the practice part, so we'll start here. And I particularly want to feature what is called the Tutor Bar down at the lower left corner of the screen here, Tutor. So let's say this is a problem. Find the slope, and using these ordered pairs, and suppose you didn't quite get it in the flipped classroom lesson part where I go over it, you could go to the tutor, or if you're stuck on any problem. Now when you do that, there are two options. They can take you step by step. So here is step one, where it's the ordered pair. They're reviewing the formula for slope. And again, that's something you should have in your notes. And then it's 8, which would be y sub 2, minus 6. So you would put that in there. Let's just do that. 8 would be your y sub 2, minus is in the formula, and then 6. And then for the bottom, 0, and minus, notice the minus is there, 2. And you then click submit, and you see you have that step correct. So now you physically do the calculation. So 8 minus 2 is a positive 2, and 0 minus 2 is a negative 2. So we have 2 divided by negative 2, which is a negative 1. So the slope is negative 1. You put that in, and that's taken you through the protocol to get the answer. Now notice on the practice, they also have this completion bar that as you do items, here it's blue, this blue will fill in. Okay, so that was the first question. Now we go on to our next question. Click next. And it says determine the slope and y-intercept. And again, we went over this, or would go over this, in our flipped classroom lesson, and that would be putting it into standard form, or in this case, slope-intercept form, and then you can easily pick out the slope. Well, again, let's suppose we don't know how to do this. So we go to Tutor, and the other option I want to show, instead of taking you step by step, you can just click on the word solution. So they'll say, take this formula as you see it here and put it in the proper form. This is slope-intercept right here. So y equals mx plus b. So whatever is in front of the x when it's in this form is the slope. So they're saying the slope is negative 2. And then now whatever is in this position is our b value, that is the y-intercept. Again, we go over this in our flipped classroom lesson, and you should have notes on it, would be written as the ordered pair 0, negative 1. But here it's going over in some detail the answer. So going back to practice, which is what I'll click, but I now feel confident, and I've taken some more notes. I'm going to write down and say try similar. Well, okay, if we put this in its proper form, it would be y equals negative 4x. So the value in front of the x is our slope. So we're going to say -4. And then this is our b value, which is 2, and needs to be written as an ordered pair. So I'm going to type in a parenthesis, and it's 0, comma 2. So 0, comma 2. We have to put it as an ordered pair. Then I go down to submit answer, and there it is. Okay, I don't want to keep this too long. I wanted a feature. Maybe we'll do one more. Oh yes, they're asking us now to graph this. Well, again, I feel confident enough to graph it, but if you didn't, you could click on Tutor, and they would ask you first to plot the y-intercept, which is 0, comma 2, which we go 0, comma 2, which is right there. We got to bring that dot down. And then I'm going to submit that, and they say I got it right. And now they're asking us to put in another point, which we could figure out by using a t-chart, or since I know the slope is -4, which is -4 over 1, I'm going to go 1 to the left and then up 4 to get a second point. Now it was giving me trouble going over 1 up 4, so I went over 1 to the right, down 4. So that one was easier to do. All right, just to let you know, those buttons are super useful when you're not in lab or near someone that can help. Help is available. All right, we'll wind this up.